Hi there. Thanks for joining me today. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm Catherine. I know it's early, but in my little art room, 'tis the season. I've busted out the Christmas things and I'm working on Christmas journals now. And I am almost done. Oh, how did you get in there? My nail polish, my clear nail polish that I use to cover rusty paper clips. The list is almost finished. I really think my next video, I know I said it last time, but I do think the next video will be the flip through video, and I'm hoping that will be tomorrow. I'll certainly start posting some photos of a few of the pages inside that I like. I have been very, very good about still keeping this a mostly writing journal, lots of blank pages and such. But on the last page, let's flip through to the back. On the last page, I feel like there needs to be a pocket here. It's really helpful when there's a pocket at the beginning and the end, or at least on one or the other. That's the way I look at it. So I thought, I told myself I'm going to work on using up, instead of hoarding, using the Tim Holtz things that I did get. And because usually, as here and with these things, I try my best to use fussy cuts from old books, fussy cuts from... My favorite fussy cuts for about the past 2 years has been my daughter's Christmas wrapping paper. And it was wonderful. She saved it all for me. All the presents under her tree had this fabulous wrapping paper. Is that just magnificent? And when I saw it, I said, "Oh, can you save some of that for me? I don't care if it's crinkled. I don't care what condition it's in." Well, they unwrapped, those grandbabies of mine, they unwrapped so carefully. and I've got tons of it. Anyhow, usually that's my go-to and my preferred method for decorating a book. But there is no, it is very hard to resist Tim Holtz and the beautiful things that he comes up with. So, and I have some. And I'm going to, I told myself this year, because I've had some for a few years now, and I said, "Catherine, this year you are using up some of your Tim Holtz." So I am. So I think the back pocket here, the back pocket on the last page is going to be, I think this must be some sort of game board. And I'm old, but I don't remember this. But I'm assuming it's from a game. Someone out there will know. It's, however, going to be the pocket on the back page, but it needs a little zhuzhing up, as I think it's Carson Kressley would say, that we need to zhuzh this up a little bit. So I just want to darken the edges. I think it's the only thing that makes me sad about all the Tim Holtz things is that everything is glaringly white on the back. And I'm sure that's to keep prices down, I hope. But it just, the glaring white for me defeats the purpose of something looking vintage. So it gives us a chance to use our inks. That's what I'm telling myself. Now these are the extra pages that are going to go with the there we go. These are the extra pages from the original text block that I'll be sending along. If if there's someone out there who decides they really want this book to be theirs, they will also get the original. There's the original front page that has the publication date, 1878. So these will be going along. There's just a few extra pages there, first page and such, so that if they wish to make some ephemera or use them for other things, they will have them. So we'll do that, and that will look pretty. And we're going to make a pocket here. I glued Santa in. I've been wanting him either on the front or the back the whole time. Even last year, because I started this book a year ago. He was sort of disappearing onto this background. So I used my gold leafing pen by Krylon. These things are terrific if you ever want to get yourself one. They're terrific. And I just went around the edge, and then I also added a few little flicks here and there, like on the tree and such, and around his fur, just to sort of, so he catches a flicker of light here and there, and looks like he's on his way to the next house. So let's make us a pocket out of this. I'm going to move the book. You can see this is moving around. This is actually my background that I usually use when I'm filming. Let's get straight on here. When I'm filming a flip through, and that's when I realized that this back page needs a pocket, and obviously it can't go here because Santa's there. So here's our pocket, and I think I'm just going to do a tiny little bit of sort of a collage. And I wonder if there's anything in here. 3D toppers. I got these. Oh, these are nice. I got these, I think, from that store that Nancy and I went to, that really awesome scrapbook store in Buffalo, New York. And I think these were meant to be layered, so that you put them on. I don't know. Anyhow, I don't intend to layer them. I intend to just use them as is. Now I like that. There we go. Job done. See, some of these have sparkles and some of them do not. Or they have sparkles. I don't know. I guess maybe there's some spongy things in here that layers them. Because otherwise, 3 layers, step by step. No scissors needed. But no explanation as to, I guess people have those little foam things. I've seen them before. The little foam square sticky things, and you stack things up and make them the way these things are. There's a little piece of foam behind them all, and makes her layered and makes her stand out a bit. All right, that I like. That we shall do. I wasn't sure whether I was going to use that. That was from the wrapping paper, fussy cut out. This will get put away. That looks like a Tim Holtzy kind of thing. All right, glue stick. Hope you all had a good weekend. We had a nice weekend here. Beautiful weather. It was warm and sunny, which is very strange for us for October. Although we can have really beautiful days in October, and then it cools down at night, which is my favorite. I love that, so that there's really, you get a great night's sleep. There we go. So if I'm going to put you there, I'm trying to cover up. There's a little tiny bit of something else that was on the wrapping paper there on the corner of the Merry Christmas. So I just want to be able to cover that up. So I want to be able to see where I'm going to put this December 25th. And I think I'm going to put it right there. And then that will make that will give us a little bit of a layered look, little collagey look. So let's see where I want it. Between 58, 62, and 43. All right. Oh, jeepers. I better be careful not to close this right away. Okay, 58, 63, 43. 58, 62, and 43. There we go. If it's a complicated collage, it helps to take a photo of it. If you've got, I keep my old phones to just use as a camera or as like another little mini computer laying around the house. And like for example, I'm using an old phone to record, and my phone that I use every day is right here. That's why you can hear my phone ringing sometimes when I'm doing a video. All right, here we go. And then I guess the next thing to do, I counted the pages in this great big book. And depending on how you count pages, she, I guess I've been referring to her as she's like a big mama. She has 350 pages and still a good pinch. So that shows you how big this book is. Big book. I don't want this squishing out the sides, so I'm just going to give it a bit of a spread. And it doesn't hurt on those little pointy tips to get some glue onto the pointy tips. There we go. All right, and then cover up that one. There, I like that. I'll lift it up, don't worry. And that's sparkly, so that looks nice. Now I forget what I was saying before I interrupted myself, which I do all the time. My husband and I were laughing our heads off this weekend over how we get to that point in life, you know, where you walk into a room and then why did I walk into this room? So you walk out again and walk in again, hoping that it will jog your memory as to why you walked into the room, and you still don't know why you walked into the room. Sometimes for my poor sweetie pie, in his case, he's got a man cave. His nice man and big TVs. I don't get it, but he's got a big TV downstairs that he loves, and it brings him pleasure. And the man works hard. I don't begrudge him his big TV, but I also don't get it. Anyhow, for him, the walking into a room literally means climbing the stairs to get upstairs and then figure out, why did I come upstairs? I can't remember why. That looks nice. I am still very, very tempted to only glue an L. I've said it before, and you're probably thinking right now, I know, Catherine, spit it out. You're going to say it again. But it's easy when you make a complete pocket by gluing it like a U. It can make taking things in and out very difficult. Whereas if you only glue two sides, you'll still hold your papers down. They're not going anywhere. And you'll make your in and out so much easier. Now, because this is shiny and glossy, and so is this back, this is not matte, I'm going to use Fabri-Tac to hold this down. I guess it would help to take this lid off. I did have 2 cups of coffee this morning. So yeah, watch for, I'm going to do my best, and I'll let you know otherwise if it's not going to happen. If you do happen to be interested in this book, that this will be most likely a flip through and in my Etsy shop tomorrow. I always post the flip through early to give everyone a chance to look through it and see if it's their kind of journal. I'm still going to center it. Glad it's shiny paper. It won't show that shiny glue. I post the videos early just to give people a chance to look through it and see if it's kind of a journal that they might enjoy. And then I usually post it into my Etsy shop, usually around 5:30 p.m. New York time. So probably plan on that. I'll confirm it tomorrow, certainly by lunchtime, New York time. So unless something comes up, that's the plan, Stan. Let's get this cleaned up. I think this glue needs a little acetone. Oh, I'm going to pause. Done. So there, we've got our little pocket. Is it dry? Because I don't want to close it if it's not dry. I have this I want to put in somewhere. It's a little bookmark. I don't use scanned things very often, but this old bookmark, isn't that pretty, was actually in my great-grandmother's Bible. So I have the real one. I won't part with that, but I do like putting a scan of it into journals. This probably would make a better little journaling card, because this is such a huge, big, busy book that it would kind of get lost to try and use it as a bookmark. And this book has the ribbon nice thick ribbon permanent bookmark. So what I was saying about it being 350 pages, like when I'm counting pages, I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count that way. And if you do that, it comes out to, the best I can acknowledge is 350 on the dot. Could be wrong. You might count differently and find out there's only 347, or there might be more. I don't know. So that's my guesstimate. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out, but I am excited about what I have planned for my next journals. I have a few little ones that I'm going to make that definitely will not take me a year to make them. Now, has that stopped being sticky? It has. I don't want it to stick to Santa. I wonder if I should put I'm just going to put some plastic there just in case. So we're good. We've got Santa's air route over here. Air route. This is a, I shouldn't be saying it now. I should be waiting till the flip through, but now I've started. The back actually is a postcard. I found a bunch of vintage postcards that somebody must have got when they went on holidays, but they're just photos of, like, there's a mountain with a goat on it kind of postcards. We've all seen them. But the backs are fantastic. So the fronts, of course, are fussy cut from Out of Books. And I just thought this one was perfect because it's Santa going through his big book. So, and there's a whole bunch of them on the shelves. And I thought, oh, that's got to go into this journal because this journal could very well have been on Santa's shelf with there he is again when he was older. There's the children hanging up their stockings by the chimney with care. So that had to go in there. But then the rest is just room for writing. C for claws. That's right. That's why I chose that one. C for claws. And then I thought, oh, why did I use that? I could have used C for Cratchit, but I have some others for Cratchit. So not to worry. I toyed with playing around with this, and I thought, Catherine, leave it alone and let the new owner have some fun too. Don't take away all their fun. Mind you, that's the nice thing about junk journaling. If there's anything, I'm just going to put this here anyways. The new owner might want to put that somewhere. The nice thing about junk journaling is anything that I've done in here that the new owner doesn't like, that's the beauty of junk journaling, is cover it up, collage over it. Like, for example, if they don't like this little boy here, retrim the page to this. Take it right off. Very easy to do. Turn it into a flip over so you don't have to look at him if you don't like him. That sort of thing is very, very simple when you're working with a sort of an all-sortsy type of journal. It's just so simple to adjust it to what you want, even though you weren't the original one who started it. I like to think of my journals as almost the game of telephone, where one person whispers something in one ear and they whisper into the next ear and they whisper into the next ear, and it changes each time it gets whispered. It's my sincere hope that if you come across something in a journal I've created and it's not your kind of thing, that you recreate it and make the journal, personalize the journal so that it becomes your journal. I love how this page turned out though. I love the way it looks like that greenery is in like a flower box or something. I think that turned out pretty. And this is an old vintage little tiny card. Probably meant to be a thank you card or something for a Christmas gift. Carlton Cards. This is so old. Someone must have had it stored in their basement because all the envelopes were glued shut from being stored in a moist spot. So I opened it as best I could. It's still usable. Anyhow, that's it today. That was it. We glued 3 things today. Quick little visit to say hi, that I hadn't disappeared off the face of the earth, but I had an enjoyable weekend. I'm going to go find something to put in this pocket because it's a lovely pocket and it should have something in it. And then hopefully we'll get together tomorrow and we'll actually do a page-by-page flip through that hopefully won't take too long. But when you've got 350 pages and still a good pinch, look at that. I say that's a good pinch because that means the person has room to expand it to like there. That's fantastic. All right, well, have a great rest of your day, and we'll get together tomorrow, and we'll take a look and see page by page how this little journal finally turned out that took me over a year. Take care. We'll talk soon. Bye.